Hey guys, welcome to my channel DevTech Finance, and this video is about the financial functions in Excel. Here we would be looking at the present value and the future value function. So before getting started with Excel, let's understand what exactly present value and future value means. Try to understand it in this way, like present value is the current value of your money. Whatever money you would be getting after certain period of time, or whatever money you are holding right now, the value at the current moment, at the current period of time is the present value. So how does this comes into picture? This comes into picture because of the time value of money. You understand the value of money is not constant. It would change. There are many factors that influences the value of your money. It's whether you say the inflation rate, the interest rate, or the currency value, everything determines the going time period. All these things determine the value of money. So, what money you are holding right now, the same purchasing power of that money would not remain the same after certain period of time. Right. After, say, 3 years of time, the value of your money may increase or decrease. And before 3 years of time, before 5 years of time, it wasn't the same. This is all because of the fluctuations in the value of money, which is because of the time period. And this is how present value comes into picture, and we try to figure out what is the present value. If we are going to get certain amount of money after certain period of time, what is its value right now? So will it be profitable for us? This is how the PV function comes into picture, and we try to calculate how much benefit we will be getting. Because someone says, like, you are having 10,000 rupees, and after 1 to 2 years of time I'll give you 11 to 12,000. Will it be okay with you? So no, because you have to figure out what was the present value of that amount of money at today's period of time. Then only you can perfectly analyze whether it would be beneficial for you or not. And same way, what do you mean by future value? So future value is also the worth of asset in the future after a specified period of time. So if you are like holding 3,000 rupees, and you want to deposit that into bank, and the bank said that it would pay you 8% of interest rate after 5 years of time. Now, what would be the future value? You wanted to calculate that. So how to do that? So let's get started with Excel and try to understand how to use these functions. Let me zoom it a little bit so that you can clearly see the picture. Sorry. Yeah. So try to understand the scenario. We are having the rate of interest that is 10%, the number of years is 5, and periodic installment that is annually is 3,000 rupees. So just consider like you are paying 3,000 rupees for 5 years of time every year, and at the interest rate of 10%. So how much amount of money you would be getting after those 5 years, after your installment is completed? So we would to calculate that, we would use the function of future value. Just type is equal to FV, brackets open. Now you have, here you can see all the instructions. You have to add the interest rate. So choose the interest rate, comma, the number of periods. NPR is denoting the number of years, number of periods. So here we are having 5 years, comma, what is the payment amount? What payment you are making? So this is the periodic installment is considered our payment. And why I have shown it in negative? Because it is a cash outflow for you. You understand cash outflow, right? Cash inflow and cash outflow. Cash when comes in is inflow, when it goes out is outflow. So if you're making that payment, it is an outflow for you. That's why I've taken the figure in negative. Present value we don't know, so we would take it 0, and the type we would consider 0 and 1, as 0 indicates the end of the period payment and 1 indicates the beginning of the period payment. So consider any scenario. If you are making the payment at the end of the period, use the 0, and if you are making at the beginning of the period, use 1. So considering 0, we would see what the result we get. So here is our future value amount. Let me increase the font size so that you can clearly visualize that. Yeah. So this is what we get, 18,315.30. So if you are making an periodic installment payment of 3000 rupees for 5 years at the rate of interest of 10%, after that 5 years you would be getting 18,315.30 rupees. This is how we calculate a simple formula of FV. We used is equal to FV function. Now to get out the present value, how to go about that? Just see, like we wanted to know what is the present value of the same amount. So we would consider future value, which right now we extracted. It was 18,315.30, and we would use the same figure to calculate our present value to know what exactly this value is at the current period of time. So use the formula is equal to PV. Brackets open. Rate of interest, again choose 10%. Number of periods was 5 years. Payment, you are not making any because you are calculating the future value, calculating the present value. So you are unaware about the presently payment being made. Take into consideration the future value, which right now we calculated, and consider 0, assuming that the payment is being made at the end of the period. Close the brackets and see the result. So the present value has been some 11,372.36. And why these figures come into minus? This is because it's your present value. It's showing the cash outflow at today's period of time. So now you can understand how future value and how present value is derived. Just a simple function. For future value, we use the function is equal to FV, and for present value, we calculated it with the function of is equal to present value. Now, seeing at both the figures, you can understand what is your gain percent. So it would be simply the future value minus the present value. So 18,315.30 minus 11,372.36. So whatever value you would be getting, that would be your capital gain. That would be your benefit. That would be the return which you would get out of that deposit, out of that investment. So I hope you understand the concept of present value and future value, and you understand the functions in the Excel. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. This is DevTech Finance signing off for today.